Now on Coast TV News.
It's a milder start this morning, even a few showers now popping up across Maryland and maybe more so along the coast. Otherwise, more sunshine and dry weather on the way with a warm up into the weekend and beyond. Details coming up.
Crash causes control. This is after a teenager in Ocean City was critically injured. The new policy going into effect there for an annual event.
Wi-Fi works, but other systems don't. That's the word from Sussex County Libraries, and look at the effort to get computers up and running after they were hacked.
Fallen heroes honored. The memorial about to be displayed today in Lewis that pays tribute to those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the global war on terror.
This is Coast TV News Today.
And welcome to our 6 o'clock hour. Good morning. I'm Matt Pensick.
Good morning. I'm Elise Weber. Paige Murley is off today, and it is Thursday, October 17th.
Yep, we do have some interesting conversations during the breaks. I just learned that you are a big fan of 80s rock music.
I am. My parents say they raised me right because I don't like today's music. I like 80s, 70s. I do. They're very proud when I turn on music and they like it.
I started jamming to some Def Leppard and
I love Def Leppard.
Knew it.
Yeah, he was shocked. Van Halen, Def Leppard. Yeah, they're all good.
The things you learn.
And I'm going to bring in someone else who I know also likes 80s rock. First alert meteorologist Bob Trihey. Bob, tell us, what's your favorite 80s band? Do you have a favorite?
Oh boy, I have a lot of them. I heard you had mentioned earlier Asia. I was like, wow. Yeah, look at it. Look at Elisa. Yeah, no, I love a lot of 80s rock, classic rock, but we can get into that a little later. We're talking about clouds and even some showers now showing up in Maryland. How about this? Near Colburn, Girdletree, Wellborn, Willard, seeing some of these showers moving off the ocean down into Chincoteague as well. Good to see some of this rain. Make sure you have your umbrella. There is more rain offshore, and we'll have to see if this continues to push in, mainly along the coast, but it could move in a little bit inland, and we have more of that rain down into North Carolina as low pressure is moving offshore slowly. We have 50s mainly along and east of 113 and then 40s farther to the west where we do have the thinner clouds. We're seeing gusty winds now out of the north, gusting up to about 25 miles per hour. It'll be one of those days where we will have the gusty winds. Some showers early this morning. Futurecast showing the clouds beginning to decrease this morning. By noon, we're into the mid 50s, upper 50s, close to 60 as we go into the afternoon. So another cool day, maybe still some clouds hanging on later in the afternoon, and then a cool evening on the way. Here's today's checklist, all green check marks. You need the umbrella and raincoat, especially along the coast, but even a little bit inland. Make sure you have those as well. You need the heavier jacket, warm beverage. Make sure you have the sunscreen for later and the sunglasses as well.
New this morning, and it's happening right now, the closest supermoon of the year. Supermoon is that term that describes a full moon closer to Earth than normal. According to EarthSky, during a supermoon event, the moon may appear 8% larger, 16% brighter than an average full moon, and according to NASA, it will be at its fullest just over an hour from now at 7:26 a.m.
On September 13th, Tyler Walsh, a junior at Stephen Decatur High School, was hit by a motorcycle while crossing Coastal Highway in Ocean City. This left him in critical condition. The accident happened at the peak of Bike Week, sparking demands to make that event safe.
It's very much needed. It has helped certainly with the cruising events that we have here in town. It has helped to deter the H2OI groups that had come in the past.
The mayor says that they've never felt the need for such a zone during Bike Week before, but after that accident, they believe it's a necessary step.
And the special event zone has been in place for many events, including Endless Summer Cruise, and that just wrapped up, but this will be the first time it will be in effect for the Ocean City Bikefest.
This is now going to bring us to our Coast TV poll. We want to know if you think there should be a special event zone extended to all of Ocean City's events.
Okay, here are some of our updated results in that yes vote. Went up a couple percentage points now at 85%, 13% chiming in with no, and then again, just a couple people with the other two categories, only car shows and only biker events. If you haven't voted yet, well, you can still do so. Just go to the CoastTV.com website or app to make your vote. Happening today in Lewis, expecting some strong emotions to be on hand at the opening ceremony of the Remember Our Fallen Iraq-Afghanistan National Memorial. Here are some of the images of the memorial at previous showings. This ceremony begins at 1 this afternoon at the ferry terminal. The memorial is sponsored by the American Legion Auxiliary Department of Delaware. They're in partnership with Post 17 and the ferry. This showcases photos of those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the global war on terror. The memorial will be on display through October 20th.
And happening now, library computers are still offline in Sussex County, and this is after they were hacked by ransomware almost 4 weeks ago. And according to the Sussex County Library Advisory Board, that cyber attack is still under investigation. Signs like these can be found outside of multiple libraries in the county. While some libraries do have Wi-Fi, their computers are still down, and it is unclear when they will be up and running again.
An update on the new school building for Sussex Tech. Later this month, Tech officials will have groundbreaking ceremony that will kick off construction. And here over my shoulder, you can see on your screen plans for the remodel. The groundbreaking will be held on October 29th. It'll be at 4 p.m. It's rain or shine. We continue to cover a story that will have immediate, it'll also have long-term impacts to downtown Rehoboth Beach. The latest is the start again of the Rehoboth Avenue paving project. Just a few weeks ago that it was reported it was being delayed due to budget cuts by DelDOT. Well, now the city says the project is a go for the fall. CoastTV got mixed reactions from people in Rehoboth Beach. A statement from the city says repaving will take place overnight from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. and will start soon after the Sea Witch Festival. One business owner wants more communication from the city about these projects.
I wish that there was more communication between the business community and the city hall, because this quarter is our second busiest quarter. When it's fully done, obviously it'll give it a better look.
DelDOT has named Adel Construction, which has an operation out of Gumboro, to complete the repaving project.
And earlier this month, a traffic study was released in Rehoboth that was conducted over the summer. Multiple changes were under consideration in that study, which was conducted by the Rossi Group. Just 2 of those suggestions include a possible citywide speed limit reduction and a digital parking system.
Delaware Governor John Carney has issued the state flag to be lowered to half-staff through sunset today. This is in remembrance of former Delaware Supreme Court Justice James T. Vaughn Jr. He passed away on October 10th. Vaughn was 75 years old.
Music fans around the world are mourning the death of former One Direction member Liam Payne. The singer of the boy band died after police say he fell from the 3rd floor of a hotel in Argentina. Few details are available at this time, but Payne was 31 years old. Fans gathered outside of the hotel overnight, lighting candles in remembrance of the singer.
As the election draws nearer, both presidential hopefuls are making plays with unlikely allies. Vice President Kamala Harris speaking with Fox News in a sit-down interview, and former President Trump made a plea to an all-female town hall.
And NBC's Alice Barr shows us how each is appealing to voters who may be hesitant to support the issue.
I'm offering a plan to deal with
Vice President Harris in her first formal interview with Fox News making her pitch to Republicans hesitant to vote for former President Trump.
Let me be very clear. My presidency will not be a continuation of Joe Biden's presidency. I represent a new generation of leadership.
In testy exchanges over immigration,
the 85% of apprehensions.
I'm not finished.
The vice president zeroed in on the bipartisan border bill former President Trump opposed.
If a border security had actually been passed 9 months ago, it would be 9 months that we would have had more border agents at the border.
And defended her shift from more liberal positions during her 2019 presidential bid.
I do not believe in decriminalizing border crossings, and I've not done that as vice president. I will not do that as president.
The sit-down followed a Pennsylvania appearance with former Republican officials, including one-time GOP Congressman Adam Kinzinger, calling out Donald Trump's rhetoric as he appeared in a Fox News town hall with all-women voters. Working to make up ground with female voters, the former president stressed his support for in vitro fertilization.
I'm the father of IVF, so I want to hear this question. We're totally in favor of IVF.
And called some states' abortion laws too tough.
They're too tough, and those are going to be redone.
Former President Trump also appeared in a Univision town hall voicing support for legal immigration while not backing off false claims about Haitian migrants in Springfield, Ohio. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.
And get this, Lyft is offering 50% off rides to polling stations on Election Day. It's part of its voting access program. The rideshare app says people without cars, they're less likely to vote, and according to a report released by Lyft, a 1-mile increase in distance at a polling site can reduce your voter turnout by 20%.
And we're just getting started in this hour of Coast TV News today.
Yeah, coming up, tennis play pause. What led to Lewis closing these tennis courts for repairs and how they say you can find out when they'll reopen.
Also, banning the blaze will tell you what triggered a Delaware statewide burn ban now in effect and where fires are still allowed. And from cruelty to cuddles, these dogs are living with a loving family after being rescued from deplorable conditions. We'll show you their new leash on life. All that and more as Coast TV News Today continues.
Elevate your business and engage more customers with Draper Media. Our diverse network of media properties such as WBOC, Coast TV, 93.5 The Beach, and 102.5 WBOC reaches over 500,000 Delmarva residents across various channels like television, radio, social media, and digital platforms. Enhance your brand's visibility across the Delmarva region with Draper Media. Our passionate team of media specialists and content creators are dedicated to showcasing your brand through engaging commercials, dynamic drone footage, eye-catching graphic and web design, and social media branding. Share your brand story on our popular programs, capturing the attention of your target audience. Trust your brand with Draper Media, a family-oriented company serving the Delmarva community. Contact Frank Hamilton today at fhamilton@wboc.com to get started.
Vacation starts with VA. All that you love, all in one trip. Start yours at virginia.org.
We know Angela Alsobrooks got caught taking illegal tax breaks, owing $59,000 in back taxes.
And she's now getting a deal. No penalties and a 25% reduction in interest.
Now the New York Times reports Alsobrooks lied on official mortgage documents, and Alsobrooks was sued twice for not paying her bills. Thousands in water, sewer, and other expenses. What scandal will they report next? Maryland's Future is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Is your kitchen sink ugly, scratched, or faded? Hurl's Bath Repair can restore it like new with a nanotech refinishing that's smoother and more resilient. Call Hurl's Bath Repair for a free estimate.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
From a life of unimaginable cruelty to a warm and loving home. That was the sad beginning but bright future of nearly 20 dogs rescued from a Bridgeville home found in deplorable conditions. In this week's Coastal Connections, let's meet a pint-sized survivor and some of her fellow pups who now they're making their adoption debut this weekend.
Millie the Boston Terrier's days are filled with toys, walks, and love.
She is adorable. She is very friendly and very sweet.
Millie's mom, Renee, adopted her from the Brandywine Valley SPCA. Millie was one of 20 dogs rescued from a Bridgeville home, sick and neglected. Her former owners are facing criminal charges.
It's devastating. If you don't see things around you, you assume everybody's good. So when you hear something like that, it just shakes you. It makes you concerned for humanity because it's just horrible what people can do.
From cruelty to cuddles, Millie is right at home. And a few of her fellow survivors, like Candy and her puppies, including Kit Kat, will make their adoption debut this Saturday at the Brandywine Valley SPCA's block party in Rehoboth Beach.
It's really all about the animals and raising money to make sure that we can keep helping animals just like this.
The block party will be their first step towards a new lease on life, just like Millie's.
It makes me feel great, and in fact, I feel like she's given me more than I've given her.
Because every dog deserves a happy home, and maybe a few kisses too.
Yes.
For Coastal Connections, I'm Madeline Overturf.
This morning's weather forecast, courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
As I get older, I was getting a little off balance. Got the recommendations for Baths by Spicer Brothers. I love my shower. It's perfect for me. My favorite part was probably how quick and easy it was. They came in the morning and they were done by afternoon. I definitely wanted the grab bars. They also put the seat in, which was very nice. The wand is good, especially if you're sitting. So much safer to get in and out of now. It seems like my showers are quicker that way. So it's perfect.
For over 50 years, our mission at Herker Property Maintenance has been very clear. Deliver exceptional curb appeal to neighborhoods, businesses, and property management. Our team of highly trained professionals are committed to making your properties look attractive, clean, and professional, limiting your risk of issues arising. From landscaping to full-service exterior maintenance, Herker's your one-stop solution. Send your RFP to Herker Property Maintenance now and discover how Herker can save you thousands and elevate your property curb appeal.
When I asked for your vote 3.5 years ago to be your Sussex County Councilman, I pledged to find real solutions to problems in our community. We all know that we have a shortage of doctors and medical providers. Sussex County Council has worked aggressively with the Sussex Economic Development Committee to build a medical school here locally, which will bring doctors into our community who will stay here and provide services for generations to come. I ask for your vote on November 5th so I can continue the fight.
The weather is brought to you by Spicer Brothers Construction. Born here to serve here.
Welcome to the brand new Bath by Spicer Brothers showroom. Experience the future of bathroom remodeling. Bath by Spicer Brothers is Delmarva's exclusive BCI Elite dealer, offering more selections, styles, and colors, including options like the laser etch tile pattern system. Made in the USA, built for beauty and performance, our baths are durable, mold resistant, and guaranteed for life.
With no money down, no interest, and no payments until 2026, you have no reason to wait.
Call Bath by Spicer Brothers today because you deserve the best.
Time is 6:16. We're getting a live look from Ocean View near the Indian River Inlet. And Bob, something we have not seen in a bit of a while. You're actually tracking some rain this morning.
You know, Matt, I'm trying to recall the last time I tracked rain on radar, and I really can't. It's been that long, but I'm happy to report there are green blobs showing up this morning on the radar, moving in from the ocean across Maryland, even Delaware right now. Gumboro may be seeing a shower down near Willards, but more of a light rain from Whitten down to Snow Hill, down into the Chincoteague area as well. Ocean Pines, too, and over towards Salisbury. You're seeing some showers and more of that rain starting to move off the ocean and heading our way. And it looks like mainly along the coast is where we'll see some of that. And we have more of that rain down into North Carolina right now with low pressure offshore. This is a little trough that's hanging back, giving us that rain, while farther back, we're looking at high pressure. And eventually this high will push the rain out and we're back to the dry weather again. Temperature wise, where the clouds are a little thinner, we're into the low to mid 40s right now. 50 in Millsboro, 53 in Indian River Inlet, Rehoboth Beach at 52, so a little warmer where we have the clouds, and it's breezy too, especially along the coast. Out of the north, 15 to 20 miles per hour, gusting over 20 and pretty gusty inland as well. Here is Futurecast. We're looking at 7 a.m. with the clouds, a few showers, and then the clouds will break up, but it's a breezy rest of the day. By noon, we're into the upper 50s, around 60 in Delmar, Salisbury, and Millsboro as well, 56 in Dewey Beach. By this evening, we're cooling back into the low 50s, and then overnight with the clear skies, temperatures falling back into the 40s, but with the winds up a little bit, the temperatures won't tank. And then Friday, it's another cool day, but it's a little warmer than it has been, into the upper 60s. And then as we go into Friday night lights, we're looking at temperatures dipping through the 50s, and then by Saturday morning, we're into the 40s and lower 50s at that time. Winds out of the north, they're pretty gusty, 20, 25 miles per hour, and they're still pretty persistent as we go through the overnight. A little stronger during the day, especially along the coast as they're coming out of the northeast on your Friday. And then heading into Friday evening for Friday night lights, it looks like the winds do calm down for football. Here is Futurecast. We're looking at the chilly conditions starting to move out. Otherwise, we're looking at warmer conditions building in for the weekend with temperatures warming through the 70s. Then we're into the mid to upper 70s as we go into next week. But unfortunately, it stays pretty dry, but it will be warm with lots of sunshine. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 61 with some of the morning rain today, 42 tomorrow morning. So we're not looking at any frost. By Friday, 68 with sunshine. By the weekend, sunshine on Saturday, 70 degrees, 74 on Sunday, and then remaining dry into next next week, and even warmer, mid to upper 70s Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. A lot of sunshine Monday and Tuesday, more in the way of clouds on Wednesday.
Thank you, Bob. A burn ban now in effect for Delaware. It was issued by the State Fire Marshal's office, and Bob just mentioned the reason why. It's still really dry out there despite the sprinkles that we're getting this morning. The dry conditions can cause fire hazards. The ban includes all agricultural burning and all bonfires except for those smaller ones that could be used for cooking only. Milton Fire Chief Johnny Hopkins thinks this is a smart precautionary measure.
It's extremely dry right now, so the opportunity for woods and field fires. We have farmers in the fields right now harvesting crops, but any other type of burn will, by this ban, will be illegal at this point.
And the state is also encouraging water conservation during this dry period.
And over in Wicomico County, a burn ban has also been issued by the county executive due to drought conditions. Violations carry a $500 fine per incident, and a ban is also in effect in Worcester County.
Up next, tennis play paused. We'll tell you what action is being taken in Lewis after the courts were vandalized. Stay with us on Coast TV News today.
Coast TV First Alert Weather. Your safety, our commitment.
NYPD!
I'm listening.
I'm not ratting out a friend of mine.
I want to get these guys. Divide and conquer?
Law and Order Thursday, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Lacey's either dead or she will be soon. How could you say that?
You know what I want.
The only way this ends is if I come with you.
Exactly. No one will ever come between us again.
Found new tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Fall into planning at Bellaterra Garden Center. Come check out our locally sourced collection of trees and shrubs, all shapes and sizes. Did you know that Bellaterra is open 7 days a week? Join our garden club for big savings and first access to all sales promotions. Join us on October 19th through the 27th for our fall blowout sale, up to 50% off. Check Facebook and our Instagram pages for specific details. Located right off Route 16 in Ellendale. Bellaterra, your go-to garden center.
Foul odors, discolored water, are you running out of hot water more quickly? These are all signs of sediment buildup in your water heater. And as the buildup becomes more severe, it can even cause a premature tank failure. Flushing the tank periodically can prevent these problems. FH Fur has you covered. Get a water heater flush for $49. That's right, a complete water heater flush for only $49. Act now and get a plumbing inspection free.
877-CALL-FUR. FHFur.com.
Turn your home into a masterpiece with Artwork Painting. Local professional painters at an affordable price.
Artwork Painting did an excellent job with our house. We were really happy with all of the pieces of work they did, the drywall work, the walls, the trim. I would definitely recommend Artwork Painting for your house.
Artwork Painting treats our customers and their homes with care, delivering quality work and experiences. Call Artwork Painting now for a free same-day estimate. Artwork Painting, keeping Southern Delaware beautiful inside and out.
Happening now, the tennis courts at Canal Front Park in Lewis are closed over the next couple of days due to repairs. Earlier this year, the city says that court was vandalized by someone on an electric bike who left tire marks on the property. The repairs are focused on fixing that as well as the crank that raises and lowers one of the nets. Parks and Marina manager Janet Reeves hopes they will be open to the public again soon.
It will be the schedule back as usual. We alternate use by pickleball players and tennis players. So that schedule will continue. We're hoping to have the courts back open on Saturday.
The city says it will keep people updated on when the courts will reopen on their website.
Rough week? Cheer up with a weekly dose of local good news from Coast TV with personal features, fun things to do each weekend, and more. Sign up now for free at coasttv.com/signup and get your weekly dose of joy directly to your inbox on Friday. At least it does write itself. Here's our
He is our dose of joy.
We are joined again by First Alert meteorologist
Bob
Bob
brings
Trine.
the sun on even the cloudy days to us. He does.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. You guys are asking for a favor or something. It's okay. Thanks for the compliment. Enjoy it. We're looking at rain. Look at this rain this morning in Chincoteague and Assateague. That's right. Grab the rain gear. Good to see the rain. It doesn't last that long, maybe a couple hours. Then we'll see the afternoon sunshine, a high around 60 as we go into the afternoon. UV index is moderate. Waves around 3 to 5 feet. Fenwick Island and Ocean City. Once again, you're going to see rain this morning. That's good for a couple of hours. Then cloudy to mostly cloudy by noon, and then around 60 as we go into the afternoon hours. On the Bay side, the next 3 days, rain today in the morning hours, and then drying out, warming up into the weekend for Cambridge and Crisfield. You're at 60 today, but then by Saturday, you're up to 70 degrees as it does remain dry, and I'll have much more on the dry conditions and the warm up coming up in the next half hour.
And after the break on Coast TV News today, President Biden is pushing for more international support for Ukraine. We'll tell you what that country's president is hoping for. That could grant it more protection in the war against Russia.
Also making memories in Milford, we have the celebration of the city and why this particular event means so much to the community.
And many in Lewis will honor those who gave their lives fighting terrorism overseas. We'll give you a first look at the memorial in Lewis when Coast TV News today comes right back.
It all started with a food truck and a dream of bringing excellent street food to our community. That dream became Tiki Jack's as we know it today. From mouth-watering street tacos to our signature sandwiches and street-inspired entrees, Tiki Jack's is the ultimate destination for comfort food by the shore. Whether you're dining out with family or looking for a fun night out with friends, stop by Tiki Jack's at Rehoboth Beach today for all your street eats and brews.
When you're close to the land and the sea, you can taste the goodness. The historic Lewis Farmers Market brings farms closer to tables. Meet the growers, talk to the people that milk the cows, and pick the perfect peaches. Organically grown fruits and vegetables, sustainable meats and eggs, A2 dairy products, artisan breads, and fresh local seafood. The historic Lewis Farmers Market is in the George H.P. Smith Park at DuPont and Johnson Avenues in Lewis every Saturday from 8 to noon.
Dad, I need your help. I am in over my head with this house. I've got buckling floors, doors that won't close, sick kids, and a frustrated wife. Did you call Dry Zone? No, I called the cheaper guys. You've got to call Dry Zone. They're the oldest and the best. Just like you, Dad.
Protect your largest investment with Delmarva's local choice, Dry Zone, the oldest and the best.
Hey, Delaware. Bet Rivers and Valley Casino are bringing betting on football to your phone. From props and parlays to the spread and the money line, it's all on your phone and it's all a touchdown. Plus, right now when you sign up, you'll get a second chance bet of up to $500. So huddle up, Delaware, with Bet Rivers, Valley Casino, and football on your phone. Download the app today.
Now on Coast TV News.
It's a milder start this morning with clouds and yes, even a few much needed showers. Not a lot of rain, especially along the coast. Otherwise, more sunshine and dry weather on the way with the warm up. Details coming up.
Pain passes as many are waking up this morning to the news that the pop star died in Argentina. What police there have revealed so far.
And Lewis Soldier Legacy, the tribute that begins later today, honoring those who fought in Iraq and Afghanistan.
Brightest moonbeams, the phenomenon in the sky, and what you can expect in less than an hour from now.
This is Coast TV News Today.
October 17th, 2024. Good morning, everybody. I'm Matt Pensick. Good morning, Elisa.
Good morning, Matt. Good morning. I'm Elisa Weber. Paige Marley's off today.
The time is 6:28 as we make our way on this Thursday morning.
I think this week went by pretty fast. Tuesday, so you know what? I was pleasantly surprised. But Bob, what do you think? Do you think this week's going quickly for you?
Yeah, you know, I had a day off, so I guess that makes my work week a little shorter, so definitely shortens it up for sure. And some good news this morning, guys. We are looking at clouds and some rain. Yes, we're looking at some showers. Not so much in Delaware. We had a couple of showers earlier on, but those have since dried out. But it's across Maryland that we're seeing that, from Poplar Neck through Whitten, Snow Hill, George Island Landing, Golf Club Shores. Grab your umbrella. Some of these showers are moving inland with a steadier rain offshore. We'll have to see if some of this rain pivots more inland as we go through time, and we have some of that rain through the Carolinas as well as we have low pressure offshore. And then we get west of this low pressure, and it's high pressure to our west, and we're going to dry out once again. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s where it's cloudy, and we've got some of those showers in the 40s where the clouds are a little thinner. We've got a northerly breeze right now, gusting over 20 miles per hour, especially at the coast. So a few morning showers, and then we'll start to see the clouds decreasing mid-morning with temperatures slowly rising through the 50s, more in the way of sunshine into the afternoon 50s, and maybe some lower 60s around Seaford, back through Del Mar, 59 in Berlin, 59 in Selbyville. But we will see gusty winds right along the coast and breezy inland as well. Another chilly day, and then 50s as we go into this evening. If you're going for a jog this morning, you might run into some raindrops. Otherwise, it's going to be breezy and chilly. Temperatures warming through the 40s and then into the 50s, around 56 by noon, and then 60 a little bit later on this afternoon.
And new this morning and happening right now, it's the closest supermoon of the year. The supermoon is the term to describe a full moon closer to Earth than normal. According to Earth Sky, during a supermoon event, the orb may appear 8% larger and 16% brighter than the average full moon. And according to NASA, it will be at its fullest at 7:26 a.m.
Library computers, they're still offline in Sussex County. This after they were hacked by ransomware almost 4 weeks ago. According to the Sussex County Library Advisory Board, the cyber attack, it's still under investigation. And signs like these can be found outside of several libraries in the county. While some libraries have Wi-Fi, their computers are still down, and it is unclear when they will be up and running again.
And later this month, Sussex Tech is welcoming the community to its groundbreaking of its new building. You can see the plans on your screen for the remodel, and a ceremony will be held on October 29th at 4 p.m., rain or shine.
Happening today in Lewis, the honoring of those who made the ultimate sacrifice in the global war on terror with a display of the Remember Our Fallen Iraq Afghanistan National Memorial. We have some images from previous showings of the memorial. The opening ceremony begins at 1 this afternoon. It will be at the Cape May Lewis Ferry Terminal. This is sponsored by the American Legion Auxiliary Department of Delaware in partnership with Post 17 and the ferry. And the memorial will be on display through October 20th.
Right now, Governor Carney has issued a Delaware flag to be lowered to half-staff through sunset today. It's in remembrance of former Delaware Supreme Court Justice James T. Vaughn Jr. The former justice passed away on October 10th, and he was 75 years old. And Milford brought the energy as the streets and sidewalks were packed full of people celebrating the annual community parade.
As CoastTV News reporter Brendan Conroy shows us, the crowd was thrilled to be together for the special night.
Full streets, big smiles, and cool costumes. That was the vibe in Milford Wednesday as the city celebrated its annual community parade. The fun goes back 70 years and brings out floats, marching bands, and a bunch of different characters. Joseph Brozanius has been coming to the parade with his wife for the past few years. He says he loves the camaraderie it brings.
It's great because we don't get together too often as a community, so these parades bring us together, and we look forward to it every year.
People filled just about every inch of the sidewalks outside of stores and restaurants in downtown Milford to cheer on those participating. For Justin Turner, it's a chance to bond with his kids, including daughter Malia.
The highlight of this parade would be spending time with her and seeing my kids enjoy themselves walking in the parade. But just the community experience is a beautiful thing to see.
A tradition that brings in the whole community of Milford and those in the surrounding areas together. And it doesn't seem like that's going to change anytime soon. For a parade that started 70 years ago, you can see the streets and sidewalks are still full as people are excited and off their feet for each and every float that comes on by, like this one right here behind me. In Milford, Brendan Conroy, CoastTV News.
Happening today, President Joe Biden in Germany, and he's expected to discuss support for Ukraine with European leaders. This trip comes a day after the White House unveiled another $425 million in military aid for Ukraine. But American support hangs in the balance as the U.S. election approaches, and The Ukrainian president's victory plan not necessarily getting international support that he had hoped for. At the heart of it is Ukraine's desire to join NATO, but the alliance has yet to invite the country.
Music fans around the world are mourning the death of former One Direction member Liam Payne. The singer of the boy band died after police say he fell from the third floor of a hotel in Argentina. Few details are available at this time, but Payne was just 31 years old. Fans gathered outside the hotel overnight, lighting candles in remembrance of the singer.
Got a lot more news to get to in this final half hour. Don't go anywhere.
Coming up, supporting the fight against addiction, we'll show you how one Georgetown organization is standing with those who struggle with substance abuse.
Also, EZAC boys soccer showdown, the second half scoring surge that clinched a spot in the conference championship game.
And a crash in Harbison closed roads on Wednesday. We'll show you the damage to both of those cars and give you an update on those closures. Stay with us on Coast TV News Today.
Shower Glass. Our name says it all. We provide the best custom shower glass on the shore in a fraction of the time, and our reviews prove it.
Shower Glass delivers the best fit, finish, and fastest service.
Reliable scheduling, competitive pricing, the best in the business.
They're the only one we call for shower glass.
Frameless beauty with speed, accuracy, and lifetime warranties. Shower Glass. It's all we do. Visit showerglassdoors.net to schedule your free consultation.
Swim on over to Solero atop the Henlopen Hotel in Rehoboth Beach for the 2024 Mayor Institute Finraiser. Come out to the kickoff event Saturday, November 16th at 4 p.m. Enjoy a fun-filled evening, live music, and a wine tasting with celebrity bartenders, hors d'oeuvres, desserts, and both live and silent auctions. The Finraiser is the premier fundraising event for Mayor Institute and endangered marine mammals and sea turtles. For more info and tickets, go to mayerinstitute.org.
Brian, what's the difference between treated wood and composite decking?
Treated wood decking costs less, but requires a lot of maintenance over the years. Composite decking looks like wood, but won't fade, curl, or rot. It's insect resistant, maintenance free, and comes with a lifetime warranty. Get composite decking for the same price as treated lumber through October, extended just for you.
Paul Davis can bring the showroom to you as soon as tomorrow.
And we'll give you an estimate that day.
Call Paul Davis, the restoration and remodeling experts.
Delaware Electric Cooperative is committed to helping the communities that we are proud to power. We offer the lowest electric rates in the state and give millions of dollars in rebates to members during the holiday season. Each year, we offer hundreds of thousands of dollars in funding to local nonprofits. Safety programs teach students how to be safe around electrical equipment. And through educational opportunities and scholarships, we are empowering the next generation of co-op members. DEC is proud to keep the lights on, but prouder still to invest in the communities we serve.
It is 6:37 with our amazing camera shot of the morning. This is our HSB camera in Cambridge, and there is the super moon, the hunter moon, that is setting now, glimmering over the water with the clouds in the distance. That is a fantastic shot. 45 in Cambridge right now, so you're seeing clear skies on that side of the peninsula, but on this side, it's clouds and even some showers now. Not so much in Delaware, but we are seeing some showers back through Maryland, through Poplar Neck, Whitten, Frog Eye, George Island Landing, and Golf Club Shores. And there is more rain offshore that could be moving in as we go through the morning hours, and more rain across the Carolinas as low pressure is sending some of that rain our way. We're looking at temperatures in the 50s this morning where it is cloudy, and where it's more clear, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s. It is breezy out there right now. It will be a breezy day for the kiddos, and make sure they have an umbrella too, just in case. Spotty shower this morning, 47 off to school. Clears up into the afternoon, breezy and chilly, and 59. And in case you missed it earlier, our umbrella giveaway winner is Rick Valentine from Lewis. Congratulations, Rick, on your brand new umbrella from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
This morning, Delaware State Police will continue their work in determining the cause of a Harbison crash on Wednesday. It was a crash that closed a couple roads. Two cars hit each other at Route 9 and Prettyman Road.
And this morning, Delaware State Police will continue to investigate a crash that killed one person in Greenwood. State police say a man was driving on Shawnee Road and lost control of his car. That car went off the road, hit a telephone box, and then crashed into a tree. He was reportedly not wearing a seatbelt, and the 28-year-old was pronounced dead at the scene.
You can help Georgetown become cleaner and greener by participating in a community cleanup. This will take place October 19th from 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. and it begins at the historic fire hall. There will be 4 dumpsters located throughout Georgetown, and there are items that can't be allowed in the dumpsters like chemicals, hazardous waste, paints, and tires.
And the 12th annual Tee Off for Youth Golf Tournament fundraiser is back on Delmarva this fall. Organizers say the event will take place at the Ocean City Golf Club on Friday, November 1st. You can check in at 9:30 a.m. and there's a shotgun start at 11 a.m. and all proceeds will support underprivileged youth in Worcester County Recreation and Parks programs.
Week 7 of the NFL season begins tonight, but we're going to talk about the game that's here on Coast TV. Sunday Night Football, the new look New York Jets. Bob has very much interest in this when they take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Coverage begins on Coast TV at 7.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good morning. Playoff action underway in ECAC boys soccer. Salisbury School visiting Delmarva Christian, a spot in the conference title game on the line yesterday. First half of action we go in this one. It's going to be Colby Sieg. Makes his way down the sideline with the Royals hot on his feet. His shot goes wide. Game remains scoreless. Then John Lavioli tries to steal the ball from Harrison Skilbach, who goes for the goal, but Owen Holder makes the save. Still knotted at 0. Jay Parrish makes his way down the sideline now, crosses it, but no one is there on the post. Still no score in this game. First half still Royals corner. Celi Chavez lets it fly, but Dragons goalie Owen Holder there again jumps up to make the save, preventing another goal. Later on, Jay Parrish steals the ball from the Dragons and rips this shot. Bounces off the post and Owen Holder is all over it, stepping up big for Salisbury School's second half of action. Eli Chavez passes the ball to Jay Parrish. He dodges the Dragons and then strikes it and finds the back of the net. The Royals take the 1-0 lead. Then the Royals with another chance on goal. It's going to be Casey Bell to Henry Ennis. Another beautiful strike to the opposite side of the net. Royals ahead now, and they go on to defeat Salisbury School 3-0. That'll do it for sports. Have a great day.
Tonight on DSN at 5:30, it's Scoops and Scores, followed by live Bayside Conference High School football, Easton at Queen Anne's. At 9:30, it's 1CW Wrestling, and at 11, it's the final score. On DSN Plus, you can watch all of that Easton Queen Anne's football game, and here are your DSN Plus exclusives. We start at 3:30 with boys soccer match between Parkside and Bennett. At 4, always a big one on the high school field hockey schedule. Cape Henlopen makes the trip across the county to face Delmar. Indian River and Milford meet on the soccer field at 5:30. And at 6, a city battle in high school football when Parkside hosts Y-High.
Today in entertainment news, a future film from 3.5 decades ago and turning an actor into a painter. David Daniel has the tales about this in our Hollywood Minute.
Future. I gotta check this out, Doc.
Back to the Future Part 2 is coming back to theaters for its 35th anniversary. The most futuristic film in the time travel trilogy, set in 2015, returns to the big screen on Saturday, October 19th and Monday, October 21st, the date Marty and Doc travel to the future in the movie. More info at fathomevents.com.
I put it on canvas so that I could hold it by the throat.
Andre Holland stars in Exhibiting Forgiveness as a talented artist. The paintings in the film are by its writer-director, Titus Kaffar, who worked with Holland to make sure his star looked the part.
I couldn't even figure out how to color within the lines when I was in kindergarten, so I was bad. So we started from below 0, but Titus was patient with me, man, and you know, we worked for about 3 months together, and he gave me a bunch of books to read, and we talked about color theory. We did all kinds of things to try and get to a place where I could believably inhabit this character.
Exhibiting Forgiveness is in theaters Friday. In Hollywood, I'm David Daniel.
A reminder, the deadline is quickly approaching for Draper Media's Bless Our Children campaign. We support charities who handpick families in need, and they ensure every child gets a gift to open Christmas morning. Right now, we are still looking for those charities, and tomorrow is the final deadline for those nonprofits to submit applications for our campaign.
Don't panic, we're not having an earthquake. It's just our Laurel cam is just a little shaky right now. 43 in Laurel Drive there, but we are seeing a few showers a little farther to the east. Very good news there, but not a widespread rain that we need. We're looking at dry conditions continuing into the weekend with a warm up and even warmer into next week. I'll have the details on the forecast after the break.
Listen to Big 107.7, Delmarva's classic rock station.
The Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach Chamber of Commerce and Visitors Center, along with the Paranormal Piranha, invite you to celebrate 34 years of fun at this year's Sea Witch Festival. This award-winning event takes place in Rehoboth Beach, Dewey Beach, and the resort area, October 25th through 27th. Join Hilda the Sea Witch Balloon as she makes her way down Rehoboth Avenue during Saturday's costume parade. Bring the kids, your folks, and even the dog. Find more information and a schedule of activities at beach-fun.com.
Design a custom home that fits your unique style and budget with Accessible Home Builders. At Accessible, we provide you with a variety of customizable options to create the home of your dreams.
Accessible Builders provided us with a beautiful home.
Scott is full of ideas from his past experiences, and he really worked with us on all our custom asks and wants.
We would definitely recommend Accessible Builders.
Completely customize your dream home with Accessible Home Builders.
Welcome to Kelly's Outdoors, your local outdoor superstore in Millsboro. We carry everything you need this hunting season, from waterfowling gear to deer hunting essentials, bows, tree stands, ammo, and apparel from brands like Drake and Nomad. We also have a wide selection of saltwater and freshwater fishing gear and crabbing supplies for your next day on the water. Kelly's Outdoors now has a wide supply of guns, pistols, and rifles from Rattay, Browning, Winchester, Savage, Beretta, Sig, Springfield, and Smith & Wesson. Before your next outdoor adventure, visit Kelly's Outdoors in Millsboro today.
Weather brought to you by Coastal Comfort Heating and Air Conditioning, dedicated to excellence in Delaware and Maryland.
Coastal Comfort knows you can't always plan when you'll need us. That's why Coastal Comfort technicians are dedicated experts. Early mornings to late nights, cold or hot weather, day in and day out, delivering quality service when you need them. Reliable, trustworthy, always here for you. Experience the Coastal Comfort difference. Call us or visit coastalcomfort.com to schedule your appointment today. Coastal Comfort, a Carrier Factory authorized dealer serving Maryland and Delaware. Carrier, turn to the experts.
The time is now 6:46, and we're going to take a live look outside into Salisbury. And Bob, you're telling us you see something on the radar. What is on the radar, Bob?
But look at the moon
I
on the
know,
camera.
that is
Look at that,
impressive.
Elisa. That is
impressive.
amazing. The super moon, the hunter's moon that is setting. So we are seeing some blue skies in Salisbury, Elisa, but we're also seeing some showers just to the east of that as well, as some rain is building in. Yes, rain. I'm tracking a little bit of rain for the first time in forever. Georgetown, maybe a little sprinkle near you. Pittsville, seeing a shower. Wango, back through Franklin City, Golf Club shores. Not heavy rain, but light rain showers. And there is more rain offshore. And we'll have to see if this pivots in, mainly for coastal areas. And that's what I'm expecting here for. I'm hearing bells. That's what I'm expecting here in the next couple of hours. And we're seeing some showers back into North Carolina as well, as we have low pressure offshore to trough hanging back. And that is giving us some of the clouds and showers right now. But farther back to the west, it's high pressure all the way from the Ohio Valley back into the plains. And once this system moves away, we are once again back into the dry weather, unfortunately, or fortunately, if you like, a lot of sunshine. Where it is a little clearer, it's cooler, 40s in Salisbury up to Seaford, 50 in Millsboro, 53 from Bethany Beach and Rehoboth, 52. We're seeing gusty northerly winds at times, gusting over 20 miles per hour. So it will be a pretty brisk day. And some of those showers early this morning, some clouds, and then those clouds will begin to diminish late morning. By noon, we're in the mid-50s, but we have that chilly breeze, only a high around 60 from Georgetown to Selbyville and Delmar, 56 in Dewey Beach, so a little cooler there. Cool into this evening, and then tonight with that northwest wind, temperatures not exactly tanking. It'll be chilly with lows into the 40s, and then Friday is a little warmer than today, mid to upper 60s inland, but cooler at the beaches. And then for Friday night football, we're seeing temperatures falling through the 50s, so we'll be a little chilly, and the winds will slacken off. But we are seeing gusty winds now over 20 miles per hour pretty much all day. It's going to be a cool day once again, and those winds a little lighter at night, but still pretty persistent and gusty at the beaches, and then they do start to diminish as we go into Friday evening. We see the chilly air starting to move away as we go through the rest of the week as we warm it up into the weekend. By the weekend, we're into the low to mid 70s, and then as we go into next week, we're warming up into the mid to upper 70s and remaining dry. So the rain we're seeing now, this is the only rain we're going to see for some time to come. Paul Davis 7-day forecast, 61 today. Some of that rain mainly along the coast this morning. 42 tomorrow morning. I think we're keeping it frost free. Friday, lots of sunshine, 68. By the weekend, lots of sunshine, 70 Saturday, 74 on Sunday. And then we head into next week and it's more dry weather and it's warm, mid to upper 70s, a little more in the way of clouds on Wednesday, lows in the 40s and 50s. And there is a signal that it could cool down a little bit too by the end of the week. I'll have that 10-day forecast coming up.
Thank you, Bob. And here you can see a butterfly resting on the ground. That was all a part of the Sun Behavioral's second annual Sun Goes Purple event.
Sun Behavioral provides treatment and therapy to those recovering from substance abuse. The event was in honor of those who lost their lives to addiction.
And also in attendance, a number of vendors that provide mental health services. Lorraine Leora, the Director of Business Development for Sun Behavioral, says recovery is one journey someone shouldn't do alone.
We just appreciate having all of these people coming out to support someone who is going through struggles, or just to support the families of people who have lost a loved one to substance use overdose, because it is a huge factor in our community these days.
Sun Behavioral hopes to have this event every year, and in order to celebrate those who have made it through such a hurdle, they released butterflies.
Happening now, Worcester County moving forward with plans to build a brand new Buckingham Elementary School in Berlin. Maryland is stepping up with nearly $26 million in contribution. That's the largest ever for a school in the county. Worcester County is also adding in $47 million of their own. And on Tuesday, county commissioners approved the school board's request to start work design, which should begin in the next 60 days. Construction there is expected to finish by summer of 2029.
The Delaware Department of Transportation is back with its Name That Plow contest. Students in grades K through 5 can submit creative names for Delaware snowplows, like last year's winners, Ice Ice Blady and Melton John. And to enter, all you have to do is email your plow name and school name to Delaware by November 8th. And the time is now 6:51, and we're going to check in with our coastal pet of the day.
And today's coastal pet, what a great looking picture there. That is
She's
Ruby.
So happy.
Ruby is a rescue. It's very loved by her new family. Ruby's family encourages everyone to adopt a rescue, and Ruby was submitted to us by her family in Longneck.
We want to see more of your pets on Delmarva, so all you have to do is send us photos and tell us what makes them so special. You can take a look at your screen.
You can scan the QR code there to submit your furry friend to CoastTV News, and then watch weekdays from 5 to 7 a.m. to see all the pets we feature.
We're seeing some showers along the coast, but lots of blue skies and a beautiful setting hunter's moon in Cambridge right now. Gorgeous conditions there. And besides the showers this morning, we're looking at the dry trend to kick back into the weekend and into next week. It will warm up too right through the next several days. I'll have your 10-day forecast coming up after the break.
Welcome to Farmhouse Pet Lodge, your pet's home away from home. Our state-of-the-art secure lodge offers exceptional care for dogs, cats, and other pets. For daycare or boarding with private suites, custom food prep, UV air filtration, centralized disinfection, and 24/7 care. Your pet will be safe, healthy, and happy. Book now and get 10% off your first stay. Ask about our grooming services and tailored training programs. Give your furry friends an amenity-filled vacation at our family-owned, conveniently located Farmhouse Pet Lodge.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at coasttv.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
The unit that I had was 19 years old, so I knew I was on borrowed time. Well, I called Above and Beyond, and Sean came out. He looked at the unit, he called around the house. At no time did I ever feel pressure to buy anything, and he also told me about some other great deals that were going on. Free financing, a rebate, and an energy credit. They showed up on time to come put the unit. This is fabulous. It's not this cling-clang again. It was so quiet. They're a small company, but they do go above and beyond.
Not everyone wants a big funeral.
For those seeking a simple alternative, the Eastern Shore's most trusted family and funeral service offers another option. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Service is simple and affordable. A direct cremation tribute starts at just $15.95, or choose to have a small visitation service, serving Delaware, Maryland, and Virginia with easy consultation by phone and streamlined electronic documentation. Learn more at easternshorecremation.com. Eastern Shore Cremation and Funeral Services. Simply respectful.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
Have fun and enjoy Delmarva's Coast with Petey the Peacock, sharing joy coast-wide. Know where he's going to be next and get his free coloring book at peteythepeacock.com. Sponsored by Tidal Health.
The time is now 6:54, and here are the things you need to know before you go. Library computers are still offline in Sussex County after they were hacked by ransomware almost 4 weeks ago. The Sussex County Library Advisory Board met Wednesday morning in Georgetown, and all they could share with CoastTV is that the cyber attack is still under investigation. Signs like these can be found outside of multiple libraries in the county. And while some libraries have Wi-Fi, their computers are still down, and it's unclear when they will be up and running again.
Lyft offering 50% off of rides to polling stations on Election Day. It's part of their voting access program. The rideshare app says people without cars are less likely to vote. And according to a report released by Lyft, a 1-mile increase in distance to a polling site can reduce voter turnout by 20%.
And a burn ban is now in effect for Delaware, issued by the Delaware State Fire Marshal. And the reason why? It's really dry outside, and that can increase fire hazards. That ban includes all agricultural burning, and bonfires, except for those smaller than 3x3 used for cooking only. The state is also encouraging water conservation during this dry period. And carb lovers, you can rejoice because today marks National Pasta Day.
And of course, pasta, the traditional noodle in Italian cuisine.
And there are more than 300 kinds of pasta. When cooked, pasta can be served hot or cold, and it can be a main dish or even a side dish or even a dessert. But you don't like cold pasta.
Yeah, I'm not sure about the cold pasta
Pasta
or the dessert.
salad?
No.
No. You've never had pasta salad?
I've never had pasta salad.
Have you lived?
Yes.
That's not okay.
Yes, I have, Elisa.
What?
I know what I.
Oh my
I know what I
gosh.
like, and I eat what I like.
Pasta salad in the summertime?
No.
Oh my god.
Well, the word salad is in it. And you know how I feel about salad.
Okay, but that's no. And we're gonna bring in Bob because
Yes.
I need some backup on this. Bob, do you like pasta salad? Please.
I do, but I'm stunned to hear this news that Matt has never had macaroni salad at a barbecue.
Not okay. That's not
Oh my gosh.
It most certainly is. You guys, hush.
Okay, you're still very much American, so Elisa, that's un-American. All right, we're looking at some showers this morning for the next couple of hours, and then it dries out. Sunshine this afternoon, blustery and chilly, a high only around 60. It's a dry Paul Davis 10-day forecast, 42 tomorrow morning. I think we're frost-free, but we're warming up through Friday and into the weekend. 70s, sunshine into the weekend, mid-70s next week. Not a drop of rain, and then cooling down a little bit by the end of next week into the 60s. So definitely good to see the rain we're seeing this morning.
Thank you, Bob. Thank you for joining us here for CoastTV News today.
And the Today Show is coming up next at 7 a.m.
And then we'll be back for CoastTV News midday at 11 a.m., so join us then.
And for even more news and coverage, you can count on. Download our CoastTV News and Weather apps. Have a great Thursday morning, everybody.